Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Lilahbility podcast. I don't even know what episode we're on, but Stas literally is Miss World Traveler right now. But you guys already know the show must go on. Bitch, we're back with another episode. Lilahbility, how are we? What's up, dolls, dudes, daddies, divas? Honestly, dollar signs, where you at? And not the Thai dollar sign. Let's be real. Bitch, we're going to get real today. I'm waiting for the episode where I'm like, you guys, I've been so inside. I've been so bored. But it's been so nonstop. And I think I've accepted that it always will be. I don't think it's ever going to slow down. Life in Los Angeles is genuinely the fast express lane on the 101. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't even have my fucking driver's license, but it honestly makes me laugh, and we're gonna get into it. I don't know what's going on with the weather in LA, but it is not sunny. I don't know where y'all are in the world, but I'm ready for my UV index 12, laying out all day. My favorite thing to do is go out all night, obviously, and then wake up and lay in the sun, because I feel like it's a vitamin D and not the dick, bitch. Because honestly, I've been so celibate, you guys. I think it's literally re-virginizing myself. But I'm losing my voice because I have been so nonstop. So let's get into it. It's May right now. I don't know when you guys will see this fucking episode, but you guys already know I'm a Taurus. So it was my birth month. And whenever my birthday rolls around, I feel like there's all this pressure to have something so extravagant, because I go out every single day, and I do have to say I am very grateful for the life that I live. So whenever it's my birthday, I'm like, how do I outshine my Monday through Sunday schedule and actually make it memorable and special? This year I was like, I really, really, really want to do two things. I want to have a birthday party. Duh. I want to see all my bitches. And then I also want to go on a trip. Literally 2 days before my birthday, I was like, wait, I still don't know what I'm doing. I got a phone call, and this guy that I know from going out was like, do you want to have your birthday party at this really beautiful venue? It's honestly called Harriet's. It's on the rooftop of the one hotel, not the two or the three, the one. And I was like, so crazy, because 2 years ago, I was at Josh Richard's birthday, and he has the same birthday as my best friend, Kaylee. And we were there, and I looked at Kaylee, and I was like, this is my dream, I think, to have my birthday at Harry. It's fully rented out, not open to the public. Bitch, it's closed for Lilahbility. And that's what we got this year. And so I had a birthday party. I was a little stressed out from my outfit. Again, because I literally wear the most psycho thing to literally Barney's Beanery on a fucking Tuesday. So how do I make it memorable? So me and Stas went to House of CB, and I found this very coquette. And you guys know me, I'm never coquette. My nipples out always. But I found this cute little dress, and I literally questioned it until the second I left for my birthday party. But now looking back at it, I'm so happy I wore the outfit. Anyways, so I went to my birthday, went to a cute little dinner before, flew in my hairstylist Harrison from San Francisco, where I got my coochie done. You know, home is where the coochie is. And had a cute wig install. Ash Simmons did my glam. Went to my birthday party. Literally, Moises Arias from Hannah Montana was there. I was like, oh, Rico, sister, where is your beef jerky? It was one of those days where I think I should have probably eaten more or taken maybe 7 less shots. Because by the time dinner was done, so was I. So people started showing up. You guys know I had my photographers, had a photo booth, of course. Shout out George from Flash Reflections. And I just love seeing everybody, because I always say LA feels kind of like you're in the basement of your friend's grandma having a party in high school. You see every single person you know, every last dick appointment that you ghosted. And it's time to fucking party. So I printed out my menu. I had all my little drinks. I think I had a Sexpresso martini and a blacked out Suburban as a drink. I'm not going to lie. And I was done for. Woke up the next day. All my friends were like, Lilah, you not kidding? We're sleeping barefoot at your birthday party. My cleaning lady, Jasmine, was there. Shout out, Jasmine. I fucking actually would die without you. I'm not going to lie. Had my birthday party the next day, was outdoors, went to Santa Monica, went to the pier, which was new for me because I literally never go to Santa Monica. I don't know why. It's literally so far. My Uber home was an hour and a half. I'm like, sister, it's like 5 miles down the road. Why am I traveling to Guam to go to the pier? But had my birthday, and then me and Stas gassed it to Cabo. Stas has never been out of the country, and I honestly wish she was here to talk about Cabo with me. But bitch, I will give you guys the tea. Went to Cabo, and one thing about me is I'm kind of a mess. But when I'm with Stas at the airport, like overdrive kicks in, and I literally carry all her bags, and I'm like, bitch, I have your boarding pass on my phone. Like, I'm like kind of like the man of the relationship sometimes. But we went to Corazon, Cabo. If you guys know, you know. I think I've gone there close to like 10 times. I think literally when I went with Tano and like Natalie one time, we were supposed to go for 2 or 3 nights, and we stayed for 9. So that was kind of the vibe of this trip. I went and I was like, oh, it's so relaxing. Like, we're here for 5 nights. So, oh my God, it's going to be so long. Oh, I was blacked out the night before, and I was like, oh, Stas, we have a flight in 4 hours, sister. Mexico is one of my favorite places. One, obviously, because I will be getting a margarita even if it's 10 a.m. Like, you guys know me. And also because they have this one place, and I don't even know what it's called, I'm not going to lie, but they have 4 hands massages, which, put it together, sister. That's where 2 people are massaging you at the same time. And I don't know what it is about massages lately, but it's a very like life-changing sexual experience. I don't know if it's the silicone in my ass, which honestly I need to explain to you guys more in depth, because somebody from episode 1 was like, sister, what are you talking about? You got ass injections in your kitchen. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep going about Mexico, but honestly, let me just explain that really quick. A lot of the trans girls, I've actually met some cis girls too who have it done, but a lot of the trans girls get this thing called pumped. Like, bitch, are you pumped? If you have a big butt. And I think like Nicki Minaj has these injections. They are illegal and fairly deadly, to say the least. Like, people have died. The injectors have gone to prison. Whatever. So, taking it back down memory lane. When I was living with my old roommates, I got this girl's number from a fellow trans cis, and I was like, I'm getting pumped. I honestly want to say her name, but I'm not going to, because I think she's in prison, the girl who did it. But I got her number, and I was like, yes, I want 1 session. Let's pump me up. I didn't want to look too crazy, but let's be real, my ass was concaving, and so was my life before my eyes. And she showed up at my front door. Yeah, honestly, I did this at my house, you guys, in my kitchen. Okay, bitch, you lived in the kitchen for one, and then you got ass injections that are illegal and not FDA approved. In your kitchen, like, what's next? An orgy in your kitchen? I got them done. I had to lay on my stomach for literal 3 days. There was like cotton swabs on the fucking holes that she had, like, honestly out of a movie, but I'm not gonna lie, I still went to catch that night, and the ass injections were leaking through my outfit. But anyways, like I was saying about the massages, they're a very sexual experience because I'm very sensitive, I'm very ticklish, but like my feet, my armpits, like, bitch, do not tickle me, I will kick you. But when I get massages, I'm like, oh, sister, if you put that hot rock any closer to my punani, I might squirt. So I was getting massages in Mexico every single day. I'm surprised I didn't actually go twice a day. And it was a very peaceful trip. Like, I think 2 of the nights me and Stas were sleeping before midnight, which I don't even sleep before midnight in Los Angeles. So the fact that I was in Mexico, where I usually black out all day, all night, it was a very healing trip, honestly. And just me and Stas, no one else was there. When we were there, actually, it was crazy. Ari and Ty and Makoa were like, sister, we're coming tomorrow. And I was like, oh, little family gathering, little family reunion. Because that is, like, honestly, like, our favorite place ever. So I saw them, which was very, very cute. Went to Mango Deck. Mads was DJing. If you guys don't know Mads, the famous blonde, she's one of those people where I'm like, usually I take the cake for being kind of like a nonstop psychopath, but she goes a little harder than me. Drinking full-blown Captain Morgan at 9:30 with her bagel. So yeah, Mexico was amazing. My birthday was amazing. the podcast dropped. So it has been a fucking week. It's been a month. Somehow May's almost over. I swear to God, New Year's Eve was last weekend. I think that's just what happens in LA. Like, you blink and you missed your whole family trip, your mom's birthday, and everything else. And one thing about Mexico is that I always find a boyfriend. Like, every fucking time. And one thing about this boyfriend is he's not my usual type. You guys know that usually if someone honestly doesn't have a blue check mark and a rap career, I am not texting you back. But I kind of recently have transitioned again. Obviously, I'm trans, hi. But I'm kind of into like the sober boys, the vegan boys, the blue-eyed boys, and kind of different types of men these days, which is kind of fun. I get to experience something new. And what's crazy about this story is that the first day in Mexico, I was at my friend's villa and we saw these boys walking on the beach. So you already know I flashed them. And they came up to the villa and my friend was pouring shots from the villa into their mouth. And they were down on the beach. Like, it was literally a 20-foot drop and she pouring the bottle. Saw him, cute, whatever. I moved on, didn't get his phone number, didn't even introduce myself. So then fast forward to the last night in Cabo. Me and Stas go out with our friend who we actually saw in Cabo as well, which was crazy because why is everyone from Los Angeles literally at my resort? But shout out my friend Alyssa. She actually went to the same vagina doctor as me, which, like, what are the odds that my friend who went to Heidi Wittenberg for her pussy surgery is in Cabo right next door at the same day? So we went out with her. We were drunk. We were having our shots. And when you buy shots in Cabo, they like literally black you out, spin your head, put your face in their tits. Like, honestly, my kind of party. And we saw these two men. And I didn't put two and two together that we have already met them. But fast forward, we go home with this man. Stas was going to go to bed. You guys know she's a Leo. She's kind of a grandma. She'll go out for an hour and then she's like, sister, I know I just spent 4 hours on my glam, but I'm tapped out. But I was like, this boy is in front of me. I leave tomorrow. I have honestly not had a Cabo boyfriend yet. So, like, I love you, bitch, but I'm getting in the hot tub naked. We're on the way home. And you guys, I actually, like, can't make this up. We're out and about. We're in the Uber. We're at the stoplight. And this guy was driving his motorcycle. The motorcycle flips in front of us. He flies off, almost hits the street lamp, and his motorcycle goes up in flames. And I'm like, did this guy literally just get lit on fire in front of me? He rips off his shirt, which, like, okay, macho man. He rips off his shirt and he is trying to, like, swat his bike that's in flames with his literal Hanes t-shirt. And I'm like, I love you, but babe, you need a fire extinguisher. But he was okay. Thank God. Because obviously if he like got hurt or died or was actually in flames in front of me, I think I would probably be here a little more shaky than I already am. We had a whole fantasy in the hot tub. Surprisingly, honestly, didn't do the dirty with him. I kept it classy. But I don't know. I think being 26 years old, I think recently I've very much learned that if you are not taking me either to the Maldives or on a beautiful dinner or even like to the beach with a fucking bottle of Cabernet, you are not putting it in me. Like, you have to have some fucking zhuzh to you if you want to get in my zhuzh. You know what I mean? So that was cute. We're still talking. God bless him. He knows the tea. He did not know the tea, but now he does. But I have this anxiety with men, obviously from my past. You guys know the gun pulling really did it for me. But I have this thing where, like, I either, like, a guy could say hi to me and then, like, he'll whisper to his friend and I'm like, oh my God, he, like, literally thinks I'm a man. Like, if he's just whispering. And it's like, no, babe, he's whispering because literal Nicki Minaj is playing. You're at the club. He can't hear his friend. But I think, like, oh my God, they're planning to kill me. He knows I'm trans. Oh my God, his friend. Like, I go into this deep spiral. But some people, like, I guess I have to give myself credit. Like, just don't know. Which, God bless them. And I feel like I'm at this point in my life where I don't want to tell you right away. Like, I feel like I worked so hard, so much money, so much hardships. If you guys are trans or not, I feel like you guys can relate. Like, when you go through so much, sometimes you just don't want to talk about it. Like, you'll know when you know. If you want to get vulnerable, I'll get vulnerable. But I told him he doesn't care. God bless him. And now we're back in LA. So it's been a little bit of a week. There's so many characters in Los Angeles that actually amaze me. Like, I was out the other day and this girl comes up to me that I see quite often. I think I'm going to call her Rachel. Rachel, God bless your soul, sister. But she's one of those people that she'll come up to me and she'll be like, let's go to the after party. I'm driving. I only had 8 beers, 2 shots. And I'm like, Rachel, I am not getting in your car. Like, what? Why do you have your keys in your hand? She comes up to me the other day and I go, oh my God, Rachel, I missed you. And she goes, oh, I just escaped from sober living. I said, you what? You what? Why are you in the bathroom at this after party? And how did you get here? And what do you mean you escaped? Like, I think you should go back. Because then 5 minutes later, I watched her catapult down the stairs. Like, I'm not going to lie. And I think that's why I go out a lot. Obviously, that is kind of like sad, honestly. Like, why? What? Like, you should go back. But I think I go out a lot in LA because of the characters in LA. I think, to me, I'm a character already. Like, seriously, like, what? It was the ass injections in the kitchen. But I think going out and, like, seeing these people that amaze me and say such shocking things, it just keeps me alive. Like, it just keeps me young. I think it's safe to say I should probably be a little bit more inside, a little bit more for, protecting my peace. I'm trying to do that a lot this year. I'm trying to be selfish, which never ends up working out in my favor. Like, I feel like whenever Lilah is like, no, I have to go home, or like, no, I can't hang out, no, I can't help you plan your birthday, no, I'm not calling you a suburban home. Like, whenever I'm not like a bank account or like a connection for somebody, I'm selfish. And it's like, well, yeah, sister, if I went to every single thing that I was invited for, or like to, or like did everything that everyone asked me to do, I would be dead, booked and busy, and probably homeless. Be selfish this year, do things for myself this year. That's why, honestly, we're here still filming this podcast, even though Stas is on vacation. I think that once you start to put yourself first, the universe will reward you in so many ways, which I think honestly speaks for itself. And you guys will see it happen if you guys do the same. And also with men, like, don't give yourself up for men. Make them work for you. If they are sending you their address to their apartment, especially past the hours of 8 p.m., run, bitch. Run. Do not go to their house. Get off your Uber app. Why are you calling a car? Like, you better stop right now while you're ahead before you're behind. I think I've said this on the podcast, honestly, like another episode. Whenever you are whole, not a hole, whenever you're whole, like your finances are good, you have a good relationship with your body, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, your career is booming. That's when a man will come into your life. So don't search for all these fucking mumbo jumbo ass men that do not deserve you, bitch. That's just a little Lilah advice for today. So yeah, just come back to your center and appreciate things for what they are. LA, seriously, you guys, if you guys have never been here, I don't know, honestly, every day in LA, I'm like, people come here on family vacation to come to like Hollywood Boulevard down the street and see someone inject meth next to Starbucks. Like, it actually really does confuse me. And also it amazes me because someone will have 2 million followers and be negative $300 in their bank account. One thing about those people that are negative $300, they will be at Coachella. And Coachella just ended. The Met Gala just ended, which I'm a big fan of the Met Gala, you guys. If you're not, get off my podcast. Like, the Met Gala is so iconic because, one, every single person that attends the Met Gala cannot sit down. Their outfits and rib cages are being rearranged for their dress. Like, they're damn near forklifted into the Met. They walk up the fucking stairs. First of all, it's a charity event, so all the money goes to, I think that's right. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I think all the money goes to a charity. My dream is to have an iconic Met moment. I don't honestly know for what. Maybe I'll be in a movie one day and that'll happen. So yeah, we went to Cabo. When we were leaving Cabo, you guys, me and Stas get on the flight. And I get a text from this guy that I used to kind of talk to 3 or 2 years ago. And I think I didn't pursue him because he was a nice man, a sweet man, a generous man. And he texted me first. So I was like, ew, no. Didn't pursue him back. Honestly, I probably should now. I don't know why I'm still not pursuing him. But I get a text from him that says, I'm your flight attendant. What? I look at Stas and I go, sister. And we're turning our heads, damn near giving ourselves heart murmurs, trying to find out, is he fucking with me or is this guy actually my flight attendant? He was my flight attendant, and you guys know the sexual tension. I was doing the eye thing, and I looked horrible, by the way. I went to Cabo in my wig from my birthday. Went jet skiing the first day in Cabo. I was scalped. That wig was off. Stas had to go into the bathroom, cheese quesadilla in hand with a knife and cut the wig install out of my scalp. It was holding on by a thread. So I wasn't really in my fantasy, no lash extensions. I really didn't get that tan in Cobb. I kind of looked a mess, honestly. So I was embarrassed to be seeing him, but he was come to the back. And I was like, you are on the clock. And we're in a plane. And you guys already know, I swear people think I just don't know how to behave on planes. So I went to the back. Nothing happened, of course, but I was just what do you want from me right now? Do you want me to bend over in this 1 foot by 2 foot bathroom? Because I'm 6 feet tall, mister. My kneecaps on planes are the most uncomfortable fucking thing ever. If you guys are above I want to say 5'10", planes should be illegal and first class should be free. And I honestly think first class should be free regardless. Because yes, I want to lay down. And yes, I want a full-blown duvet while I'm on this flight. But sometimes it's not giving. It's not giving, at all. My actual gastrocnemius, whatever that is broken. Was that baggage claim in LA? And he was like, why did you not leave the door unlocked? And I was like, okay. Doing too much. DTM, not DTF. I really can't. I don't know why I've been so asexual, you guys. Maybe there's something deeper, or maybe I'm honestly just scared of sex these days because so many motherfuckers fucked me over. And I really, like I said earlier, have to protect my peace. And I get way too caught up and I catch feelings so quick. A guy could text me, fuck you, and I literally will be like, no, you don't understand. He cares. He's such a sweet guy. He's a Cancer. Lilah, he doesn't like you. And he's gay, sister. Move on. I wonder when I'll get a boyfriend, though, and if he'll be able to, 1, handle me. 2, I want to know if he'll calm me down. Because my friend recently just got a boyfriend, and I'm so happy for her. She was very much an outside girl. She loved going out, whatever. But she got a boyfriend, and now she's very inside. And I've never seen someone beam with glow. Sometimes it has to just be that dick glow. A good man, a respectful man. And I just wonder if that'll happen to me. I wonder if the second I get a boyfriend, I'll be like, yeah, I just want to watch a movie tonight. You're not calling a car. You're not getting a slicked bun. I'm shocked. And also I'm shocked because this slicked bun It's been in since Monday. And it's Friday. Like, I'm not kidding. Yesterday, like I said, Stas is on vacation. So Miss Stassi Belle Beauty was nowhere in sight. I was like, how am I supposed to fix my hair? I honestly was supposed to film my podcast yesterday. I like thought I was going to be more hungover than I was because I got home at 6 in the morning. I woke up at 10 glowing and I was like, wait, I should be filming. But anyways, I had no hairspray and the baby hairs were flying, sister. And I was like, how am I gonna fix my hair? So I get out my One Size Until Dawn setting spray and some mascara. Not to do my makeup, to fix my hair. And I drench my hair in setting spray and then I fix my edges with the mascara and I go about my day. I go to a lunch, a very cute, wholesome lunch yesterday at 2 p.m. And then it's 5 and my friend gets a text. What are you doing? Like, you should come over. And she's like, girls, this is one of the biggest mansions you will ever be at. Like, I think the staff for the house has like a 6-bedroom corridor. Like, I think it's like a 50-car garage that's like electronic. And there's like 9 McLarens in the living room. Like, no couch, just a McLaren. So we go there. Like I said, one thing about LA is it is so nonstop and it never fails to amaze me. Like, I was just eating truffle cheese fondue. Why are we putting on a bikini? Because it's 6 p.m. What's going to happen? Like, what's about to happen? We go to this house. Again, I had really bad anxiety. I don't know why, because all my friends are very defensive over me. They're all like, Lilah, nothing's ever like gonna happen to you if you're with me. I will always defend you, even if it's crazy psycho fucking rapper people or literally like a 70-year-old daddy. I will fucking fuck a person up for you. So I was like, you know what? You're right. I have to have confidence because I'm always telling you guys, be confident in who you are. Stay true to yourself. And I'm always giving confident energy. But when it comes down to it, I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, ew, like I just feel ugly. Like they're going to look at me and be like, that used to be a man. But I just need to keep living my life. So we show up. Very, very, very sweet men. They greet us with a cocktail. We're in sweatpants and no makeup. Like, they probably thought we came straight from Skid Row in downtown LA. But we came from my house and we put on our bikinis. We have our cocktail. We're in the hot tub. A couple of them honestly like didn't speak English. So I was trying to learn a new language of the day. And I had my little boyfriend. I don't know what it is about me when I'm out, when I'm at dinner. Like, I've had this happen at a full-blown steak dinner with like 8 other people at the table. I don't know what it is about me that screams like, try and put your fingers in me, even though we're having a full-blown conversation. But this man and his friend at the same time were both trying to hook up with me. And I was like, I have multiple choice. I was like, which one? What? Like, I'm just trying to sit in the hot tub with my girls and have a cute day. Like, sister, I will swat your hand. But we continued our night. Played a full-blown like 12 round of tennis on the roof because there was a tennis court and like so many other shocking things in this home. Bowling alley. I did do bowling in high school. One fact about me that you guys don't know, my brother and sister both did it. So I really tried to join the club. Failed at it, just like every other sport in class. Was never into math. Was never into geography or geometry. And then somehow, even though I was soaking wet, went out. Went to the club, went to an after party. Like, I think my literal shirt was wet from the bikini. I'm not joking. So that was my night. Today, I'm really going to try and find my inner peace and ground myself. I really want to go to this meditation room that I just found in LA. There's like these pods and you get in and one of them is full of water and it's like equivalent to like the Dead Sea. I think that's where you like can't sink, right? I don't know, but it has like 20,000 pounds of salt in it, so no part of your body can sink, and you close the pod and you just float, and it's equivalent to like 6 hours of REM even though your body like isn't asleep. I don't know. Honestly, like I said, I failed science, so I don't really understand how these things work. But I've gone a couple times. I think I'm going to go today to bring my inner psychopath back down. Like, honestly, I can't even believe that Cabo was more peaceful than this week. Inner Lilah is a very wholesome girl. I'm from Iowa. My family lives now in Minnesota. I'm a Midwest girl. I was a corn husker. I have a very much golden retriever family. And like you guys know, I thought Daisy was going to be a mini golden doodle. But she's a chihuahua. Whenever life goes to shit, I always call my mom, good old Marty. And I'm like, Mom, like, here's what happened. Like, what do I do? Because there's like literally a strawberry acai like in my throat. Whenever someone fucks me over, whenever someone like uses me or makes me sad, or like there's a fight or there's drama or someone on Reddit called me fat, whatever the case may be, I always call her because I feel like she's the only person that will tell me how it is, but she doesn't understand the life in LA. Like I'll tell her one minor detail about my life and her eyes will just bulge and her lip will tremble. And I'm like, wait, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have told you that, like, at all. But she always tells me how it is. She always keeps it a fucking buck. And I'm very, very grateful that my relationship with my family, honestly, just my parents, is how it is now, because literally my entire life, I was honestly kind of mean to them. I think because I need to stop like using these new words that I just don't know what they mean. I think I was insecure. So like we just didn't vibe. We were always fighting. Like I think I wanted to put on mascara and they wanted me to put on khakis. So I was pissed. Like, you want me to mow the lawn? Bitch, I want you to take me to a beauty pageant. But patience is key. Patience is a virtue. If you guys don't really have the best relationship with your family right now, I think patience does everything. Take a deep breath and realize that time heals all. And then also this week, I swear to God, I could have told you, like, I just got back from Egypt and I'd believe it. Like, I'm not kidding. But I went to this new place. It's called Joshua Tree. And I'm giving you guys all these facts about LA. LA in California is kind of like amazing because growing up in Iowa, there wasn't anywhere to escape to. Sister, you can run from the police in a cornfield after that house party, but you cannot hide. But LA is crazy because it's like 5 minutes away. I'm in a city in downtown LA, getting a plate thrown at me by the crackheads. Drive 30 minutes, you're at the beach. Drive an hour, you're on skis going down a mountain, like fully in the snow. And then like you drive another fucking 45 minutes and you are in Palm Desert or Joshua Tree. I don't even know if it's the same place, but wherever the fuck Coachella is, this is where I was. So I've never been, and I've lived in LA for 6 years. A lot of people go there. I think my grandma said she looked it up and it says most people only go there to like hike or like gaze at the stars. And she was like, well, which one were you doing? And I was like, sister, I was gazing at the back of my head. Because me and my friends went, we took a Sprinter van. There was like 3 bottles of 1942 on this Sprinter van. And it was like 2 p.m. Like, can you not just sit on the Sprinter and like enjoy each other's company? But we went. There was a pool. There was no house in sight. Which honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of felt like Bodies with Pete Davidson, where literally they're in that house and then like all of a sudden his throat is slit and everyone's like, wait, who killed him? That's kind of what I've felt like. It was cute. It was wholesome. We cooked a pasta dinner and DoorDash Pizza Hut, of course. And then like every get together, there's always that one person that somehow knocked on the front door and showed up without being invited. And this person showed up, and by this point, it's midnight. And I'm like, did you just drive all the way from Los Angeles just to come to Joshua Tree, somewhere that we didn't? Anyways, so he's there, and he said some, like, rude shit to me. Like, I don't even know, rude shit to my friend. And so I was like, okay, at this point, I'm drunk, and my Texas toast is gonna come up on you if you say one more thing. So I was like, let me just excuse myself and go to bed. I go to bed. It's 1 a.m. It's early night for me. And I wake up to noise. It's like 8:30, 9 a.m. And I go upstairs and I'm like, who in God's name just woke me up? Like, seriously. He's still there. My friend tells me that she asked him to leave at 3 a.m. He did not leave. And it kind of felt like one of those positions, if you guys have ever been like in a scary position or like arrested, or like when cops have power and they shouldn't, or like the superintendent at your school is just so fucking annoying. Like, that's what this felt like. Like, what? How do I get you to leave, sir? Like, seriously, do I have to call the police? So he's like going on this whole tangent. Clearly he had like 9 too many shots. And he's like, where the fuck is my charger, bro? And I'm like, I will cash app you if you just leave. I will give you my USB-C charger. Just get the fuck out, please. He, again, would not leave. And even when he did leave, he came back. There was no getting this man out. So I kind of start to panic because when someone like that, I'm like, are you going to pull a gun? Like, are you going to punch me in the face? Like, are you going to fall over? Like, what's going to happen? So he wasn't leaving. My friend tries to open the door. He swats her hand. I'm like, oh, you better think twice before swatting someone's hand that I love. So I'm like, please just leave, please. I give him my USB-C charger. He still doesn't leave. So I'm like, wait, now I don't have a charger. He looks at me and says, respectfully, you're a dude. And I said, oh. I said, I'm calling the police. And he says, you want to get aggressive? I'll get aggressive. I said, never mind. I'm not calling 911, but you need to go. Please get the fuck out. My friend was on the roof saying, go. He just wasn't getting it. So other than the whole that, it was very wholesome. Laid out by the pool. If you guys ever are somewhere with stars, there's this app where you can like scan the sky and it like tells you like Cupid's comet or whatever the fuck it's called, or like this whole story is crazy because there was so many things that happened and we only went for like 20 hours. Like, we only went there to spend the night and come home. I saw my first brown recluse spider or tarantula, whatever the fuck is in California. I went to Australia, you guys, and Australia has like the biggest, most psychotic spiders. But for some reason, like, when I see a spider, like, I will bawl my eyes out. I won't be able to sleep, even though I did and then got woken up to that guy. But we were all enjoying our burnt toast pasta dinner, and it came like out of the ceiling. And I saw my life flash before my eyes. I ran. I went into the bathroom. I swear to God, I almost like was starting to bang my head against the like counter. Because I just don't fuck with insects like that. And it's like, no, I don't want to kill it. But it's like, is it going to kill me? Like, seriously. I'm actually in an utter state of shock by this whole week as a whole. And I think that the last 6 years of my life and being in LA, I honestly wish I had this podcast. Because now whenever I'm out and about, I just get out my notes app and start typing. Because, bitch, what? Like, I will be talking about this on Lilahbility because you're a liability, bitch. So that's that. The May grays are clearly showing, and I'm pissed because I want to literally be in a G-string bikini. And I also want to be in Europe. I feel like everybody in LA disappears right around May 15th. And all of a sudden, they're at the Cannes Film Festival. And I don't know how I've never like had my Europe summer boyfriend moment, but I'm manifesting it. Like, I need to do an episode of Lilahbility naked at the Eiffel Tower. Like, seriously. I always try and not stress out about anything. Honestly, you guys know me. I'm a very like much carefree person because I don't know if you guys know, like, I think it's called cortisol or cortisone. I don't know. If you guys are stressing out about something that you cannot control, your cortisol levels, I think, literally go up, and in the end, it makes you uglier. So if you guys are negative in your bank account, try and breathe. If your ex-boyfriend cheated on you, try and breathe. If your dad is being a fucking rude ass human, try and breathe. Because you are still a bad bitch. And at the end of the day, you will be okay. And also, I have to talk about, oh my God, I thought Daisy was literally about to shit on the carpet. If you guys have seen the movie Bottoms, you guys know that's literally my favorite movie ever. I'm a bad teacher girl. I'm a Bottoms girl. I'm very much like, I love the movie Tammy with Melissa McCarthy. And I just love that kind of like comedy. The movie Bottoms, if you guys have not seen it, it's with Kaya Gerber and this one girl that I don't fucking know her name, but she's one of my favorite actors. Yeah, I don't know her name. Like, this one girl has an eating disorder, and she's like, I feel like we should go get a hot dog. And she's like, no, no bun. But that's one thing lately that I have been very much hyper fixated on is the movie theater. Me and Kaylee and Stoss are all AMC Stub members, which if you guys have an AMC theater near you, I think you literally pay like $25 a month and then you get like 2 free movies a week, which, bitch, the movie theaters these days are $25 in itself. And then I know you're spending another $45 on that fucking soft pretzel. So it's kind of like an extreme couponing moment. One thing about me is I will order a $100 Suburban, but I still love an extreme couponing. Like, if there's a deal, I'm a baddie on a budget, sister. If I can save 39 cents, I'm so happy. Like, seriously, it changes my life. Moral of the story, after kind of recapping what I just told you guys, I should probably start going and using my AMC Stubs pass more and be a little more inside. And I think moral of this whole entire podcast and story, if you guys are going out a lot, maybe take a little chill pill, maybe go to Soul Cycle. Every single human being in Los Angeles or the city where you guys are does not need to see your face at all hours of the night. And you need to go home. A lot of people lately, like when I go out there, like, Lilah, are you taking care of yourself? Like, you look really skinny, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, sister, I just got my potassium levels checked. And I haven't really talked about this on the podcast, I guess. Maybe I have. But you guys know me. I've had my little body image, eating disorder issues, trigger warning, trip down memory lane. Last year, I was literally at the LGBT center, which is the place where, like, I think trans people, but maybe everybody, like, I think anyone and everyone can go there, but it's called the LGBT center. You can go there and get insurance. You can go there. And I think that you can literally get like a BBL fully covered by insurance for free, which I'm not going to lie, I feel like I might take them up on that offer any day now. But my illegal silicone will probably leak all over them. But I was there and I was with Stoss. My face turned white and I was like, oh my God, Stoss, like my potassium's low. Like, I need to go to the hospital. Went to the hospital, and normal people who don't have, you know, eating issues, their potassium levels are like anywhere between, I think, 3.5 and 5. Oh, my level was 2. And so the lady tells me that, and I'm like, wait, what does that even mean? And she's like, sister, usually people, if it's 2, you're dead. And I was like, oh. So lately I always try and take my little potassium pills. I always try and take my iron pills. I'm not gonna lie, I think I started taking magnesium pills, and I don't even know what that does. I was trying to drink my water. I was trying to eat my banana. I started seeing a therapist. I'm not gonna lie, this week. I'm really just trying to take life into my own hands and be a good example, not only for myself, but for you guys, and make my friends proud, make my family proud. I don't want my mom stressed out about my life at all hours of the night. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep doing that. Stay out of Cedar Sinai, because that place is not fun, like, at all. Seriously. When I was in the ICU, kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I think I actually blocked that out of my, like, vision, because I hate it there so much. And if you guys have any eating issues and have had to get an IV full of potassium, I think it's literally what they use to, like, kill people, like, that are on the death penalty. I'm not kidding. Someone told me that. When they give you an IV of potassium, they hook you up. They're like, okay, I'm going to dilute it with, I think, like, sodium or something, or saline. They dilute it with saline so it doesn't kill you, like the people in the death penalty. And this one potassium IV was just not diluted, sister. She hooks me up. She gives me my button if I need to call her. I'm on FaceTime with Stoss and Kaylee. They're like, bitch, I miss you. Like, we wish we could come see you. This was like low key, I think, during COVID, so you couldn't have visitors or something. I don't even know. You like needed your vaccine card. It was like a whole thing. And she leaves the room. The door accidentally closes. It is so fucking painful. It knocks the wind out of me. I can't breathe. I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, the button that is supposed to be used to call her falls on the floor. And I'm like literally seizing in this hospital bed. And I'm not kidding you guys. Next door was like a literal 98-year-old lady. I have so many videos on my phone of this lady all night just screaming help. And I'm like, sister, you got the help. You're in the hospital. They're helping you. But I literally like don't sleep when I'm there because there's so many fucking beeps. When I do fall asleep, fucking Hamburger Mary is waking me up at 4 a.m. to take my vitals. I'm like, girl, the sun is not up yet. If I was at home, I'd still be at the club. You need to get the fuck out of my like hospital room right now. And I turn into such a bitch when I'm at the hospital, which is kind of weird because it's like, girl, you're getting like a full-blown cafeteria menu. The food at hospitals honestly slaps. If you guys have been to the hospital, I honestly hope you haven't. You know, like the pasta bitch, the tomato soup. They give you so many options when you're there. They're like, do you want a sandwich? Do you want a pasta? Do you want a burger? I'm like, all three, bitch. Like, seriously. Yeah, it's a very dark place. And I think that's why I'm always like, okay, if I'm starting to notice that, like, I haven't been taking care of myself, bitch, we're going to go get an IV. We're going to go get our vitals checked. And we're going to make sure we're all good to. Is someone here? Who is it? Who is it? Oh my God. Wait, oh my God, you guys, I seriously thought I was about to die. You guys not knowing. You guys, Jasmine just walked in. That's so weird because Jasmine, I literally was talking about you on the podcast. I'm not kidding. I said you're a woman of many talents. I'm always pacing around my apartment, like venting full. Honestly, the therapist in question is Jasmine. Like, seriously. So yeah, you guys, it has been a May month. Honestly, it's Met Monday, every Monday of my fucking life. Like, seriously, that's why the podcast is every Monday, because I want you guys to get excited as I was for the Met Gala. But yeah, I could literally sit here and talk to you guys for hours, but that will be saved for next week. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like doing this by myself, this episode was a little like nerve-wracking. I literally feel like I'm back in senior year public speaking. Yes, I failed that as well. And I just get nervous. Like the lights, camera, action, bitch, I'm sweating. After this episode, I'm literally going to attempt to take out this slicked bun because I'm convinced if it's in for another hour, I'm going to go bald. Like, seriously, I'm going to look like Caillou. But that concludes this episode of Lilahbility. I'm sorry if I was talking so goddamn fast. You guys make me nervous. I'm blushing. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being an outlet for me to tell you guys honestly about the psychopaths of LA so I feel less alone. Because, girl, they're traumatizing. Like, you escape from a sober living. That's my cue. I'm going home. But that's my cue. I gotta go, you guys. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have not followed Lilahbility on Instagram and TikTok and pressed the fucking subscribe button right down below, I'm honestly pissed the fuck off. Seriously. I love you guys. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, the whole 9. And I will talk to you guys next week. I love you guys. Bye.